Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 40 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with TAO, followed by OKB, NEAR, ONDO, Gate, ICP, Trump, AAVE, Ethereum Classic, and then we're ending with Mental at number 40. Let's get straight into it. TAO against USD. So for TAO, beautiful chart pattern in the making. This is an A, B, C, D, E. Right. The recovery is very bullish. I would expect a retrace, right, to come on for TAO. Will we clear these lows? It depends. But as it stands, I kind of like what I see. I think TAO is going to do very well if and when the breakout comes. TAO is very likely going to breach $1,000. Right now, we're only at 352. So, yeah, I think there'll be retrace first. Then that's it. 1,000, baby! Next will be OKB against USD. Here we are for OKB. OKB, in my opinion, is also in a squeeze. I keep seeing squeezes everywhere. Look at this. Squeeze. What happened? Broke out. Again here. Squeeze. Breakout. Same thing happening. Squeeze. What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think? We're probably going to be heading towards $100 for OKB. NEAR against USD. NEAR. We wait for the retrace first before getting a target for OKB. Anyway, NEAR against USD. Okay, so for NEAR, it's still in a downward trend, right? You can see that the highs are still lower. Lower highs. Yeah, we're still in a downward trend. So I would still expect NEAR to hit much lower. How much lower? Probably to clear the lows over here. Potentially, right? I mean, of course, we could also just zip out from here for sure. But as it stands, I would prefer it if NEAR drops lower, clear this cell cluster, complete a very nice squeeze over here before big breakout towards double digits again. We nearly went into double digits, but we, fell lower. And then, yeah, so here we are. Again, if we could get it at some NEAR under 130, that'll be fantastic. Everything is looking good though, but you have to wait, right? You have to be patient. But ONDO is not looking good. ONDO is the only one which I feel is not looking good. ONDO against USD on Gate. Yeah, bro. Okay, so for ONDO against USD, we have been expecting a right shoulder, right? And this whole thing looks to me and smells to me like a head and shoulders. Very big head and shoulders. Which I suspect could be landing at sub 20 cents. This is 90 cents, right? ONDO is at 90 cents. 18 cents is the target, actually, to be precise. So this could be another 80% drop for ONDO. ONDO is not looking good to me. I would be expecting ONDO to see a big fall towards sub 20 cents. So there you go. Target is acquired. Is there a possibility that I could be wrong and things start turning bullish? Yes. At what point? At the top of the right shoulder. We have not established the top of the right shoulder yet, but I suspect this is the top of the right shoulder. And you can see that the trend is largely bearish, right? Lower highs. Next lower high. You see that, boys and girls? Do you see that? Yes, you can argue, yeah, we took this high out. Yeah, sure, we could go here, of course. But this looks to me like a bearish reversal chart pattern in the form of a head and shoulders. So I'm not too sure whether if this is already the completion of a right shoulder. We will know it once we revisit the support line. And then this will be very obvious as a head and shoulders. And then that's it. 18 cents for ONDO. Gate token, GT against USD. Here we are for Gate. Gate. Just like the Gate. Gate is also in a very nice squeeze. Not exactly nice, but the point is, it's a squeeze. Every time we pull down, we get pushed back up. Push back up, right? And you can see that it's higher lows. So there is buying pressure coming in. So for Gate token, I would expect $28 to be eventually taken out. ICP, okay, ICP is also not looking good. Reason being, ICP is forming a mini head and shoulders compared to what we're seeing on ONDO. Very mini head and shoulders, right? If you look over here, so this is a left shoulder, hit on right shoulder, and you can see there's already a shooting star on the daily. Shooting stars are bearish reversal candlesticks. So again, 376 is to be expected for ICP. But again, in the grand scheme of things, right, I would expect ICP to clear these lows to like Yeah, sub $4, 376. And after that, there could be a very, very strong rally coming on for ICP. So will this be the rally, the mother of all rallies, where we go back into double digits? Sure, of course. But we're under the skinny pink line, and you can see, again, it's very obvious. Lower highs, lower highs. We're still in a bearish trend. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We're still under the skinny pink line. We're forming a bearish continuation chart pattern. So more downsides to be expected, right? A rising channel usually breaks lower. If the preceding trend is bearish, the subsequent trend is bearish as well. Yeah, it's not too obvious over here. Yeah, it's also not really that obvious over here, right? You can pull a line across and call this a descending triangle, right? Mountain 1, Mountain 2, Mountain 3, zip down, retest, and then pump. We fail. Yeah, again, it's not really looking too good to me. It's not really looking too good, so I would stay safe. This is, it reminds me of this because it looks quite similar. So I suspect that eventually, yeah, we're gonna be breaking lower for ICP. Next would be Trump USD. Here we are for Trump. Anything for Trump? Nope. I suspect that Trump will still drop lower, at least to this noisy area here. Right. Back to about $8. Right now we're at $12.98, $13. I suspect we could be getting a mountain range and then pump. We drop lower. Right. Trump might be setting up a very big squeeze here though. Not big, but medium squeeze, right? Could we still go higher? Of course. But I would still expect significant resistance, right? As we go close to this high, you could see that we formed a higher high. Double bearish divergence. Yeah, no, it's not looking too good. So I would stay safe. We might drop to $10 though. Just drop to $10 and then continue a little bit higher first before dropping, right? And do something bigger. So it's just that, yeah, from a chart pattern standpoint, it's just not really that obvious yet. So we're gonna have to give Father time space to do its thing. AAVE against USD is also not looking good. I suspect that AAVE could also be heading lower. Potentially completing wave C first before a nice big break, right? This whole thing is a potential A, B, C, D, E, right? So the timeline for AAVE, I think, will be like 2027, 2028 before the big break comes. So yeah, and we're under the skinny pink line. So for me, AAVE is yeah, more likely than not to see downside. It's just that the chart pattern isn't that obvious on the medium time frames. So stay safe. Ethereum Classic against USD. Here we are for Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is almost taking out these lows. You could also see, right? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. It's in a downwards trend. It's in a downwards trend, right? Even the medium time frame. Right, lower highs, lower highs. If we did something like this, right, it will be different, right? We take out these highs, we wait for a retrace, take out this high again, wait for a retrace, This would be different, right? Let me give you a very good example. Like, okay, over here, right? You could see medium time frame, lower highs, and then suddenly, bam, right? With just this move, we took out all of this. What happened? There was a retrace. Then, bam, we took out some other, but we failed to take out this one. And after that, we started a downwards trend. You can see mountains being formed. So yeah, again, I think Ethereum Classic is something that you want to avoid for the moment. Mental looks perfect. Okay, not perfect yet, but it looks really, really good to me. Mental is also in a very nice squeeze. Potential squeeze completion, right? A, B, C, D, E. Bam! Breakout. 62 cents is to be expected. We had this target way back in March. Right now it's already May. 2 months. Right now we're at 74 cents. Again, the trend is still largely bearish. I'm fairly confident at this point that we're still headed towards 62. Lower highs, right? You see lower highs. So if we took out this high, bam, it would have been a different story. Wait for the retrace, right? Before continuing higher. It would have been a different story, but it's not. So we didn't take out that high yet. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess that's it for today's Top 40. Hope you guys have a great Thursday, great May as well. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!